guys, it's Nicole coming from Toronto, Canada. Okay, so I know there are tons of YouTube videos out there. This is actually my first one. But when I was trying to research this company, there really isn't that many Canadian YouTubers. There was maybe only like 3 or 4 VIPKid Canadian teachers. So I thought, why not make a video, because I'm excited about sharing this opportunity and this experience. How cool is technology, though, that I can do this? First off, how did I find out about this? My girlfriend, Carrie Lynn, who lives in British Columbia, was looking for a job to do it at home or how she can travel and still work. Unfortunately, she doesn't have her BA, so she wasn't able to do this. So she told me about VIPKid. Why did I start doing it? Honestly, I needed to make an extra income because our car broke down. And I'm a teacher, full-time teacher, elementary school teacher. But you don't have to be a teacher to do this. Okay, so what is VIPKid? It is an online ESL teaching curriculum for kids in China. So it is for North American teachers, either Canadian or American, to teach one-on-one on their computers or their iPads with a student in China. Okay, how? How do you get hired? Well, you can copy my link below and you apply and you do an interview. And the interview is the first interview is really simple. You do this like pretend class. Either you record it or you do it live with a live person. I believe it's like 10 minutes, maybe even shorter for the first one. Super easy. I think everybody passes, but passes that part. And then you get hired, and then technically you're not hired yet. And then you have to do a mock class, which is again 10 minutes. And the average person takes about 2 to 3 times to pass this mock class. I thought I was going to pass it on the first time. I was a bit too confident, but I was really nervous. In this mock class, you're doing live with an adult teacher, pretending that they're a ESL Chinese student. Anyways, I did pretty good the first one, but I missed by a couple of points. The second time I did it, my phone rang and I just froze. And then I had technical difficulties for a second, and I was like, oh my God. And you only have 10 minutes to go through 10 slides. And I was like, man, I just knew I failed that one. Anyways, so then I nailed my third one. It was easy, good, done. Then you get hired. They send you an email, and you have to fill out all your documentation. So you need to have your BA. You have to take a picture of your diploma. You don't need to be a teacher. You can just have a BA and whatever. And they're looking for teaching experience, but you could really come up with, any experience you have with kids. Did you coach? I mean, if you're a parent, you're teaching all the time. And then, what else? Sorry. It's midnight here, and I just finished classes, and I'm kind of awake, so that's why I thought, I'm going to record some of my thoughts. I then do a background check, which I love because you are not some crave that you can, be teaching these kids. So it's great. They do a background check to make sure that you are safe and you can work with these kids, no problem. So that whole process can take a couple of weeks. And I know with me, my background check was taking, was it the background check? No, my background check came back in a couple of days. It was my name change because my married name is different than my maiden name, and my bachelor's was in, my maiden name. And anyways, I had to email them and be like, why is this taking so long? And then they replied back and were like, oh yeah, here, you got the job, you're good, you're ready to go. So once you're hired, then you have to have you create a profile. You have to have a profile picture of just yourself. Then you have 2 pictures of your life. You and your family, you with kids, you traveling, whatever. And then you do a little 15-second promo video. I didn't read that it had to be 15 seconds. My first video was 1 minute long. I'm like clicking upload. It's like, your file's too big. Anyways, so then I had to cut it down and make it only 15 seconds. And that is that for, and then you do like a little bio, like write up a paragraph of you and your experience and, what you're all about. So that is what parents see on when they're looking for teachers. In the beginning, want to make yourself available as much as possible as you can, because you're not going to get fully booked. You need to build up clients. You need to build up reviews. So parents who are looking for a teacher, it's just like Amazon. They see it and they see that this teacher has 0 reviews, this teacher has 1,000 reviews, who am I going to pick? So you're building up reviews in the first month or 2, I've heard from other VIP teachers.
Okay, quickly, this is my last week's schedule. You can see the student names are the classes I taught. The others were the ones that didn't get booked. I had other open slots, which I closed because I didn't want to have open bookings. I closed them because there's things called short notice bookings, and they can let you know within up to an hour, within 24 hours notice. So I will often, as you can see in my future week, I will have short notice bookings, and then I will close them when I decide if I want to close them. And the green are the ones that I have booked.
And I have taught 14 classes. Each class is only 25 minutes long to a half an hour. And each class you teach one-on-one with, and then you have to write feedback to the parents. So I'm happy with my bookings. Last week I already made like $150 US, which is almost $200 Canadian. Okay, so quickly, my pros so far: you work from home. It's amazing. I like that. The kids are so cute, and so far have been like really hardworking. I find it very rewarding because they're really happy to learn English for the most part. And the curriculum is created for you, so you do not have to plan anything like extra. I mean, the pay is pretty good, I would have to say, for the fact that I can wear almost my pajamas. The pay is pretty good. You're anywhere around $20 to $22 an hour US. So do the exchange rate, it's closer to 30 for Canadians, which I think is great. And you pick your hours essentially. Like at first, I know it's going to be a little bit not exactly maybe the hours I want, but once you get those reviews and build up those students, then you'll eventually be able to shrink your amount of time slots that you would have open, and they'll be begging for you. And another thing is that it is a tax write-off because you're an independent consultant. So you can claim your internet and part of your house and, expenses you have for your business. The only thing that I feel like that is also a con is that if you're not good at budgeting your money, like you need to like put away some of the money for your taxes. Especially if you're in a higher tax bracket, and then you have this as a supplemental income, then you're gonna get taxed more on it. So I plan on at least putting away 30% of my paycheck into a separate savings account. So when it comes to tax season next year, I don't get dinged. So that could be a pro or a con. And I feel like I said this maybe before, the con in the beginning, you have to build up your business. So, but I mean, I'm still, like I said, I think I've done pretty good. I'm happy with what I've done, but don't think that like you're going to start tomorrow and you're going to be fully booked, because that's just not how it works. So it's a gradual, but for the most part, when I'm reading on, there's a bunch of Facebook groups that most people, it takes about a month to maybe 2 months to be fully booked and have all your slots taken. I'm okay with that. Because I actually just want this part-time, but some people do this full-time. And another great positive is that, like, I mean, I'm not traveling right now, but man, do I wish like I had this opportunity when I was younger and single and could do this while you're traveling. Like, there's people who literally take their laptop. As long as you have a Wi-Fi signal, you can do this from wherever. Another con would be that sometimes classes get canceled or students will not show up, and this usually happens with trial students. So VIPKid gives students trials to free, I think 3 free trials, and you have to get certified to be able to teach those classes. And when they don't show up, you only get paid half of your money. And that can kind of suck, especially if you like set your alarm to teach for 5:30 in the morning or something, and it's a trial and then they don't show up. That ain't fun. The 12-hour time difference can be beneficial for some, and it can suck for others, I guess, because if you're hoping to work between like normal hours, like from, I would say, 10 until 7, it's not going to happen. Like, the hours are like, it's a 12-hour time difference. So think about what time kids usually go to bed. So that's my little spiel on VIPKid Canada. I am shocked that there's not more of us doing it. I wonder why, because it's so popular in the States. Now, they've only been around for 3 years, or 4 years. And yeah, there's like 20,000 teachers, and like majority are from the States. So if you're thinking about it, reach out. I have notes I can send you. I can chat with you to help you pass your mock class. Don't do what I did. And help you through the whole process. The link is below. This is Nicole, VIPKid Canada, and I'm checking out. So have a great evening. It is 12:30 in the morning here, and I'm going to bed.